Hey there guys, so the last time in the anime we saw that Shirahi came to Shrine because she knew Yuria must be here, and since it was too late already, they decided to spend the night here. But then Shirahi went to Yuria's room in awesome dressing, and the boy thought she's here for some action, but actually she was here only to study. And just like that, time passed and Shirahi fell asleep. But in her sleep she kept apologizing to Yuryu, and Yuryu found it strange. So the next morning he asked to Shirahi if she's the one who changed the world, and Shirahi confessed she is, and she did it by wishing to the local god. Because she's in love with him for a long time, but she failed to express it, and her heart broke apart when Yuryu kept growing closer and closer to the three sisters and did this. But now Shirahi understood what she did was wrong as she spent more time with Yuryu, and she also realized that the Yuryu is in love with the three sisters just like she is. So Shirahi wanted to correct her mistake and find a way back to their world, and sisters knew about one person who could tell them about this sort of things. And the person in question appears herself, it's Yamako, and Yamako digested the fact that Yuryu and Shirahi are from different worlds so easily. Because she knows gods always do things beyond their understanding, so that's that. Then again, Yamako took quite a liking to Shirahi and offers her the job of shrine maiden. But jokes aside, she doesn't know of a way to guide them back to their world. She explains that the worlds are like knots tied together with each other. And there are many worlds similar to the one a person used to live in, and gods are the only one who knows about the connection of different worlds. They are called branch worlds, which are similar to their own world but a little bit different. It's a multiverse theory that she's explaining, so anyone who has seen Deadpool and Wolverine movie will understand instantly. But those who don't, Yamako explains it in a very, let's say, simple way, that the person who you're close with in your world isn't necessary that they'll be close in the branch world too. That's the fate that varies in every different world, but only 1 out of 5 got the idea what just Yamako said. Asahi got short circuit. Yai was sleeping and Yuna is too dumb to understand. So all in all she advises them to go back to the god who granted Shirahi her wish. But Yuryu here had some questions for her. Like, why does he have his memories if Shirahi wished to be with him in this world? And Yamako refused to answer that. That's why Yuryu thought Yamako has her memories from the other world, yet she's playing dumb right now. Yuryu doubts if she's even on their side, and Yamako makes it very clear she's on God's side. Well, that was creepy, and she tells him to make up his mind to make a cruel decision in the future before heading out, and still, Yuryu had no idea what she just said. So Shirahi thought she should visit the Kuragami shrine, and Yamako was certainly with some god. Then the next day, our group heads into the deep mountains where the wish-fulfilling god's shrine is located. Sisters were hoping to get their wish fulfilled too. Asahi wanted to wish for a more blossomed body. Yuna wants to dive into the ocean of kittens, and Yai wants to be Supergirl and fly over the horizon, but they left Yuryu and Shirahi here and heads back, and right then the local god appeared, changing the whole scenario. But Shirahi apologized to God and asked Kuragami to send her and Yuryu back to their world. Surprisingly, the god agreed so easily, and Yuryu just didn't feel right about it because God agreed without any catch. The god was granting her wish. And Kuragami obviously said that giving them a way back means that Shirahi would never be able to be a part of Yuryu's life, because the fate of that world is different from this one. So he left the choice in their hands. One way leads them back to home, while another will keep them in this world. Now Yuryu understood why Yamako told him about the harsh decision he'll have to make, and there Shirahi confessed she's in love with him. And she's always been because of all the weird or narcissistic Yuryu has been. She saw just how hard worker and kind he is by heart, and that's why she wanted to live a life with him, but she never had the courage to put her feelings into words. So now she wants to hear what Yuryu feels. It was difficult, but Yuryu began to spew all the nonsense. Like how good Shirahi is and how cute she is. Even the god was processing the teenage drama. So at last, Yuryu confessed he wants to make the three sisters happy. As for right now, he's not sure what he feels is love right now, but he wants to stay by the sister's side and never wants to let someone else have them. Yuryu alone wants to have the three sisters. So he apologized to Shirahi that they be together. So Shirahi made peace with this and decided to head back to their own world. She handled it like a mature woman. And after walking a bit further, things started to change. So it was a cue that they are arriving in their world, and heartbroken from it, Shirahi lets Yuria go. Yuria then woke up in his room and searched all around the shrine for the sisters, and he finally found them all in the same position when he saw them for the first time. It was a perfect timing. And Yuria got nosebleed while crying. Then a barbecue party was arranged for the reunion, and the whole gang showed up. Girls were always dependent on Yuryu. He helps Asahi with every little things. And their Mitsuko brought dangos for desserts. So Yuna started acting childish, and Yuryu just said she should eat meat too, and girl got embarrassed that she ran off. And there were some unexpected visitors joining in too, and he teased Yuryu for being famous with girls. But Yamako came in and the guy ran away in fear. Their things were a little awkward between him and Shirahi, but not too weird, and the god there was enjoying their reunion from afar, and that's where the story ended happily. But stay tuned to the channel because after this many of the new anime are about to be released, and to watch the recap of the latest episode, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to get the latest updates. Until then, take care.